Welcome back, guys. Unknown 003 here, coming at you with a new Killer Instinct 2013 tutorial. And this time we're going to be going with Glacius, who is arguably one of the best looking characters, just because, I mean, look at the design, man. His nervous system looks like it's having a freaking rave party. But anyway, so if you're looking for a character that's like, basically has everything that he needs for zoning, this is pretty much the character for you. You know, trying to outpoke people, you know, you're trying to frustrate them for full screen, all of that fun stuff, as well as like some trap opportunities that he has. But he is not really great for like ground and mobility, and of course up close brawling. And not to mention the fact that since he is tall, he does have a larger hitbox as well, which can be detrimental at times, but it just depends on how you use him. So yeah, he's got, you know, his pros and cons that roughly make him, I believe, like mid-tier, but still pretty handy in like most circumstances, depending on who you play against. Anyways, let's go ahead and get back to the meat and potatoes, man. So first off, we're gonna go with his normals. Just light punch, not super quick, medium, and of course the heavy. That's the big boy right there. Light kick, that's a medium kick, and then there's the heavy kick. So you're not really getting super like good range with his normals, unless you go to the specific one that I'll be showing you guys shortly. So here's the crouching light punch, crouching medium, and then crouching heavy. Just a big poke. Anyway, big poke. It's a decent anti-air option, but it's not one that most people would want to use, just because of another normal that is more beneficial. You got the air attacks. Yeah, this is the light. That's the medium. That's the heavy. But his really good stuff comes from the kicks. So this is light. This is the medium. And this is the heavy. You notice that the angle does increase once you like get with the more powerful normals, which is kind of neat. So his first unique normal is going to be the Ice Lance, which is forward medium punch. This is where the poke comes in. Really good. Decent damage, especially for a combo-centric game. And his second one is going to be the anti-air. So that's back heavy punch, which is the ice pick. You can use it to, you know, hit somebody out of the air. And if you do follow up with like a heavy puddle punch, you get an easy 40%, or 14%, excuse me. But yeah, that's pretty much his normals. His character trait is just the fact that he could do ranged combos, which is really cool. So this is where the Ice Lance comes in, because if you do connect with somebody, bam, combos from a distance. That's how you keep the people away from you. So yeah, that's pretty much his character trait. Nothing really too crazy about it. And yeah, for that, you can use either the punches or the kicks for the, you know, like the combos. So up to how you want to do it. Just try to be as unpredictable as possible if you want to avoid getting combo broken. But yeah, now we're going to go to his actual moves. So the first move I'm going to show you guys is going to be this one right here. So this is called the Shatter. Doesn't look like anything too special, except for the fact that it is unblockable. So the startup does take a minute. However, if you do connect with it, they will not be able to block it, and you can combo off of it. So really handy. The shadow version of it is just, you know, pretty simple. Yeah, so that's a fireball forward punch, dab forward punch. Not too crazy with damage, of course. but it is pretty handy. But anyways, we're gonna go to the second one, which is Hail. This one is gonna be his projectile. Just a bouncing projectile on the floor. Not really too special. It's a heavy. This is a down back punch. But the really handy stuff about it is the fact that you can launch 3 at a time. Look at that. And it doesn't even stop there too, because you could also hold all 3. So depending on how you set it up, that's pretty much where some of his trap stuff kind of comes in. Anyways, we're gonna go into his cold shoulder, which is down back kick. Just simple. It's a lunging move. Yeah, nothing too crazy about it. Oh yeah, this is Shadow Hail. And you can combo off of that, which is pretty cool. That's a good segue to Cold Shoulder, right? Anyway, so yeah. Heavy is obviously the best range, but it will leave you super unsafe if somebody gets you properly. Anyways, let's get to what this is about. Like, so heavy punch, or heavy kick, excuse me. If you get somebody near a wall, that's going to be the wall splat. Bing, bing, bing. And yeah, I totally forgot to show you guys the ender for Hail. I'm sorry. So that, the ending of Hail, like the ender, is a pop-up, which is pretty cool because you could do stuff like this. So something like that. You know, kind of simple, but there are a lot more creative ways that people can use the ender to that, so I'll leave it to them. But yeah, last one is the puddle punch. This is another anti-air that's like really good. So you got that, that's the light, that's the medium, that's the heavy. So light, you can pretty much combo off of it. Medium will just knock them down. Heavy is where the real damage comes in. So if you know somebody's jumping, quick puddle punch, and bam, they lose like 7 or 8% of health, which is really good. And of course, this is going to be the big damaging ender. There's that. Yeah, so those are his special moves in a traditional sense. His final special move is going to be what's called a Liquidize, which is all 3 kicks at the same time. It's not too, you know, flashy looking, of course. Just the fact that he just melts through the floor temporarily. It's a way of kind of like avoiding projectiles, and you are projectile invincible on startup as well. So it has a tanniness. So now we'll just go into his instinct. So there are 2 things that you could do with this. The first off is the fact that he has body armor, so he could take a hit of damage if you do decide to hit him with it. Let me go ahead and do this really quick. Yeah, and after a bit, it does take like a second for him to get like a new bar or a new armor. And of course, that's only going to last until his instinct runs out regardless. So you have that. And also, if you notice, the Liquidize is a lot quicker. So you can fake somebody out and just go from there. Yeah, so that's pretty much the premise with Glacius, man. Like, he's got a lot of very unique, like, zoning stuff for you to take advantage of, and yeah. And of course, last thing is going to be his Ultra. Very good, very good. Alright, well that's been it for Glacius, man. Hopefully this has given you a better idea of how to play as him. Again, I do not recommend like super rushdown type of players to try him out, just because he doesn't really give you that much to do once you're up close. But if you are like a Daozum and like Dormammu player, for example, that's focused on kind of like zoning out and frustrating your players, this is a character for you. And he's got the floatiness to kind of prove it otherwise. But that's going to do it for now, guys. Tune in next week where I will dive into Thunder. So until then, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Fight on, everyone.
Supreme